Hello everyone in Cyber World, welcome back to another video. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Richard, and this is our channel we call Poor Man's DIY.
This week we renovated this. Ta-da!
A short while ago, we installed closet doors on this particular closet, and when we were finished and posted the video, I noticed that when we put together this closet, I'd made a few renovations to it, and I didn't have any kind of a matching paint for the door and the rest of the closet organizer. So after posting the video, I thought we need to fix that. So we ended up redoing everything in here. We painted everything, gave it a fresh new coat so that it looks really nice. And now we also were able to adjust this because after installing our closet door, this would no longer open. We fixed it, and we now have our pull-out ironing board once again. And we're going to show you how we did all of this.
But before we do that, please hit that subscribe button below, like or comment.
So we have two problems that we want to work on. First of all, when we painted this, we just happened to have some black paint. Obviously, it doesn't match with the wall unit, the closet organizer that we had installed earlier. So there is a mismatch on that. We want to fix that. We're going to do this by painting all of it the same color. Second, Mrs. Poor Man identified something afterwards of the next day when we finished our closet door, and that is the door doesn't open anymore. The headrail was too low down, and now the door doesn't open, and so we can't access our ironing board. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this board, do a little bit of adjustments, so lower it down. Then we're going to go ahead and paint everything and make it look a lot nicer. The other thing is, what we have found is that we've got these nice adjustable holes for the racks or the rods to go into, that you can change the height on these things, but we found that we never adjust those. So we're going to keep the heights that we have right now. We're going to patch everything else, smooth it all out, and make it look like a solid piece of wood, and hopefully the paint will look nice on this as well. So let's get into this one. We begin by disassembling as much of the closet organizer as possible.
We decided to paint the unit on the wall, so we're prepping it with frog tape. Here I am filling all the holes for a cleaner look.
The closet organizer is made with a slippery veneer. We scuffed the surface with sandpaper and applied primer in order for the paint to adhere. Let's take a look at the color that Mrs. Poor Man chose. Ta-da! Ooh, that looks like chocolate. Okay, I wanted to take a little break in the completing this build to give you a little bit of information, show you that there's a little bit more to this than what the video is intended. The video was supposed to be able to show you that you can actually use some paint and freshen up your closet organizers to make them look really nice and new. However, in our case, we have another feature that we had added into this closet organizer, and that is a pull-out ironing board. So I wanted to show you, because we've never done a video on this one, just to give you an idea of how we did this, because it's something that you might want to consider. We find it really convenient that we have an ironing board here. It's closed up, and whenever you need to do it, just open the door, drop it, and it's ready to go to iron. And when you're done ironing, your closet hangers are right next to you, and you can put your clothes right away. No more need to have a giant ironing board you have to put in a closet or in a corner, take it out, put it up every time you use it. So again, I just wanted to show you how this is done. This originally was made for a hanging onto the back of a door. What I did was I removed the brackets, and then on the bottom, I'll show you here close up, I put a piece of wood, drilled some holes, and placed the ends of the ironing board rods, inserted those into that. Now, in today's particular case, I would normally remove that board, painted it, and then reinstalled it. However, it turns out the holes that I made were so tight, and I recall pounding them in with a hammer, I can't get them to come off. So instead, what I'm going to have to do here is reinstall this this ironing board unit here, and then I'm going to do the touch-up paint and paint along the bottom here so that it matches the rest of the closet. So here's what I'm talking about. Now that I've gotten this wood in place, it's all in here nice and tight. However, we want to make sure this is secured. So I'm going to be putting a couple screws on both ends so that it holds on here, and another screw to go from the bottom into this so that this board is stable and that the ironing board doesn't just tip over whenever you open the closet door itself. Okay, now the next step on this one here is, even though the base of this is now solid and it's not going to move anywhere, this technically still kind of wobbles all over the place. So the solution that I came up with was something very simple. All I did was made a piece of wood, separated it so that it was wide enough to be able to simply hold the top bar steady so that it doesn't rock. And now the only thing that will move at this point will be the ironing board itself. Everything else will be solid and stationary. Well, this was not anything spectacular, as we had mentioned before, though. It was just an idea of how you can clean things up and make things look nicer, and that even wall closet organizers can use a fresh coat of paint to make things look well. Next week, we have several large and small projects in the works, and we're not sure which one is going to be done in time. So until we meet again, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.